Well, hello YouTube. I think the last time I closed out the video, well, it was just me actually this morning recapping how my phone ran out of storage. So yeah, now it is the same day as that, but from the previous, when I was riding the bike, I don't know what day was that? That was Tuesday. Or Wednesday night. So yeah, it's a week later. So here we are a week later. 7 weeks out now, you guys. 7 weeks. Like, that is freaking crazy. Like, I don't know how time has flown by so fast, but I'm actually so excited. Like, I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, okay, can it just be show day already? Like, I'm just excited. But also I know, like, the process of prep is like some of the best part, because like when it's all said and done, I'm probably going to be like, what am I going to do with my life now that prep's done? So yeah, this weekend was great. It was an amazing time. I actually didn't get to really film at the Realm. I'll show you guys a few clips. I maybe have like a couple minutes worth of video. I just ran into a few people I knew, and then I was like chatting, and then I was like kind of in a time crunch because I had to meet my mom to go shopping after, because she took me to Costco, and then we went to Winners and just, you know, mom stuff. So I felt like I was very rushed during that workout, which kind of sucked because that was a crazy freaking gym. Like, it was like, it is unreal. It's big, like almost like, and honestly, like overwhelmingly big. And because I did a glute day there, I was like, what do I do? And it's weird because there were still a few machines missing. Like, they didn't have a lying down hamstring curl or a standing hamstring curl, just a seated one. So there was, yeah, so there's a few little holes where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to do this, but I did try like that cool, like, I don't know what the machine's called, the glute builder maybe, but it's like the hip thrust that like has a slide on it and it like moves with you while you hip thrust. So I'll post a video of that. That was pretty cool. And then their posing room was not quite finished, but wow, was it freaking epic. Like, it has like the natural light, kind of like Pure Muscle and Fitness, how they have like the garage doors that they can open. So they have like that in the corner, and like the lighting, like there was no lighting, like real lighting up yet. They just had like the garage door open, and like, frick, I was like, hey, this lighting is awesome. So I filmed some posing, like I did a posing reel for Instagram, and then yeah, what else did I do that was there? Oh, I managed to get in like half an hour of stairs because I told my mom, I'm like, I gotta get some cardio before I come to meet you. So yeah, then my mom and I, yeah, we went to Costco and Winners, and I got a few things, and yeah, but I wanted to kind of update you when it comes to like prep stuff. It was crazy because when I was talking about how I dropped last week after doing that refeed, Saturday morning before we left to Calgary, I weighed myself and I was 149, which I'm like, sick. I'm finally in the 140s. Like, it was just, I was so pumped to get down in the 140s because I've been in the 150s this whole fucking prep, which is crazy. Like, I really haven't lost that much this prep. Like, I started off at like 158, 159, and currently I am 147, which I'll catch up to. But yeah, so I had dropped that day, Saturday morning, and then the Sunday, from driving all day Saturday, I find I always drop weight when I drive. I do on, like, this happened last prep too when I went to Edmonton, same thing. I don't know if it's just because I'm just chilling and sitting there and like not doing 100 things and moving around and getting like 13K steps. I'm just like resting. But I woke up and I had a really good sleep Saturday night too. So I woke up Sunday morning and was 147, which I was like, holy shit. Finally, the ball was moving. So pretty much I had last week I had a 3-pound drop, which that's the first I've had of a big drop in this prep. So like I said, it's working. And another weird thing was I had a refeed like that week too. So I looked at my calories on average, like, so Sunday, yeah, Sunday, I always said this last time, Sunday to Sunday. It was, I averaged actually, because with that refeed, it was like 1420 for the week. So a little bit higher than the previous week, but I'm like, it's working. And like I said, I was doing a little bit more cardio last week. So I got up my cardio to 40 minutes last week. So yeah, I'm just gonna like stick with this because it's working. I'm not gonna like hammer my calories down anymore unless I'm gonna stall out again. But this, I'm just gonna keep going with this because like I said, it's working and I look good. I did a check-in yesterday morning, so we got back like late Monday night, and I have not honestly slept. Like Sunday night I didn't sleep well, Monday night I didn't sleep well, last night I didn't sleep well because I went to the gym at 4 a.m. with my husband this morning. So, you know, I did not expect, I'm looking okay, but my check-in yesterday, Tuesday, looked really good. So I'll show you guys a little check-in video of that, because I guess the posing suit came back on. Because you know when you get to a point in prep where you're like, okay, I can put the posing suit on and I don't feel like it's cutting off or like cutting into anywhere. So I'm at that point in prep where I'm like, okay, I look good in my bikini. Hopefully soon I'll be able to put my actually show bikini on. Like I said, I have the 3, so I'm still humming and hawing about like what color I'm gonna wear. I was actually talking to one of the girls who's actually gonna be doing her wellness debut, and I was just telling her about how her name's Nat Marie. If you don't follow her, go follow her YouTube. But she was saying that like, so she was doing like she was talking about her color, and I was saying how like I don't know if I want to do the red in Toronto because the background in Toronto is so red. I don't want to get like lost in it, and like the blue just looks so good with the backdrop in Toronto. So we'll see. If anything, I'll get, when I get in front of the judges at the open, I'll ask them which they prefer and which one I should wear in Toronto. And like I can always pull the whole like one color for the pre-judging, one color for finals, but we'll see. But that's a bit of far ahead right now. So back to this present time. So yeah, I'm, like I said, really happy with the way things are going. My energy's great. You can tell, like everywhere. Everyone's asking me, so how are you feeling? How are you feeling? I'm like, fine. I don't get grumpy in prep. I don't complain in prep. I'm a little bit tired, like they said, from not sleeping the last few days, but I'm functioning. Like I still did 13K steps yesterday. Still went to work, was fine, good with my clients. So I'm not like, it doesn't really affect me that bad, prep or like lower calories. So I'll just keep with this steady, like I said, probably like between, I might even budget down to like 1,300 this week just to see, because the only thing I'm scared about is like not being quite ready and then having to really push like the 800, you know, like get down to like 800 calories the last few weeks. So I'm like, if I maybe push it, so what are we now, 7 weeks out? So if I really like grind for the next like 3 weeks, maybe I can then like eat into show. So we will see. But I'll stop rambling here and I'll show you guys my check-in, and then I'll catch you guys up with everything that I did at the realm. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I wanted to show you a few things that I grabbed from Costco. I didn't bring my cooler. Don't mind this mess. My husband's car parts are literally like all over this table right now. But I did not bring my big cooler, so I wasn't able to grab any like things that need to be refrigerated. But I'm like, I'm just gonna grab some like drinks. A flat of Pepsi was like cheap. It was like $13. So TJ drinks Pepsi like it's going out of business. So I grabbed him a flat of that. But I got this 18-pack of Alani Nu for $23, which is absolutely crazy because I just paid $34 at Supplement World a couple weeks before. So yeah, and this one actually has 2 of my favorite flavors. I love this cherry twist, and if you guys know, Cosmic Stardust, absolute favorite. Not a big fan of the juicy peach, but whatever, I'll suck it up if I need to. Again, this probably will last me till prep's done. Like, it's quite a big pack, and I still have some in the fridge from the last time. And then I found these. One of my friends shared that Costco had these sparkling ice Starburst. So this pack, again, this is like everything was pretty much on sale too, which was awesome. But yeah, this was on sale. It comes with a cherry, a strawberry, an orange, and a lemon. I already put some in the fridge, so that's why this is like this. I just have to put them all away now. And then I wanted to show you guys like my some of my favorite like prep stuff. I freaking love garlic stuffed olives, so of course I had to get this big jar of it. This will last a long time, but like sometimes I'll like, they're only 10 calories an olive, so I'll usually have like, I'll snack on maybe like 3 or 4 of these max kind of thing. I just love olives, so it's a nice little treat. And then you got to get the pickles, because obviously pickles are very low calorie, and I love like when they're already pre-sliced, because I add them to my salads and stuff, so it's just easier to get the pre-sliced ones. I probably get less with the pre-sliced than I do like the full ones, but it saves me the chopping. So I'm trying to think, is that everything I got? I wanted to get, there was these Premier Protein, which I don't usually drink when I'm on prep, only in off season, and they had a cookies and cream flavor. I'll show a little picture. I actually added it to I just got like an iced doppio from Starbucks. I just asked for like a doppio on ice in a grande cup, and then I added half a container of the Premier Protein to it, and it's so good. I had that in the city just kind of because I was already doing like kind of a low day that day, so I just needed a little bit extra. But that was on a case of that was on sale. But I'm like, okay, I already have so much shit. I spent like a lot of money, and then I was like, I can't really have this until prep is done, so there's no point of me just having these there, so I'll wait till after. But one thing I didn't really show that I grabbed a few things of, where are they? Back here. This is my favorite baking cocoa. It's like the most rich chocolatey cocoa powder, and I do add this to a lot of my creamies. I use it for like protein brownies. It is just my favorite. So this was on sale for $10, so I grabbed 2 of these because I'm like, it's easier than ordering on Amazon. I think on Amazon they charge us like $25 to order it, 20 or 25. So I'm like, I'm gonna get 2 for the price of 1, and then I'll just have these. I still will probably put like 1 tablespoon in my creamy, but yeah. So I wanted to show you guys just some of the stuff I got, and I already tried this flavor. This one was good, but I'll let you know how the rest of these taste. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I got. I think that was pretty much it. But yeah, this is just some prep friendly Costco haul stuff. But TJ's mom gave us a new rice cooker, which is awesome because this was our old one. It is missing a leg and it has seen better days. I usually would have to prop it up on something to cook my rice, but you can tell this one's a lot bigger too. I think this is a 5 cup? Yeah, I think a 5 cup one. This one, I don't know, all I could cook max was like 1.5 cups of rice. This one I just did 2 cups of rice, and there's still a little bit of room, so I feel like I could do 2.5 cups, maybe 3. But anyways, totally love a rice cooker. So much easier. It literally just took like 20 minutes to I just rinsed my rice in the container and then put it on. I was upstairs getting ready and it's already done. But if you don't have a rice cooker, definitely invest in one. I'm going to keep this one for traveling. I'll probably bring this one to Toronto. And actually, no, Toronto we won't need to because there's one in the Airbnb, but I will bring it to the Open in Red Deer for the hotel. So I'm still on my creamy kick. This is my chocolate extreme. So I'll show you guys how I make that one. I'm actually back to using the Hydro Pure. I was using the MRE, but I kind of am disappointed with the MRE lately. Hold on a second, I gotta turn my music down. So I found like lately the MRE, like they switched their formula and then they changed some ingredients, and like the flavor is different. Like I used to love, okay, this was my, put that down there again. This was like my favorite chocolate one before, like my absolute favorite. The chocolate mousse, totally different taste than what it was before. And then I noticed that with the banana nut. So yeah, I switched back to the Nutribolics. So this is the 1 scoop of the chocolate extreme, 1 scoop of unsweetened chocolate collagen powder, and then I put a tablespoon of cocoa powder and then salt with my almond milk. This is what this one is. And this is meal number 5. This is like my nightcap, and it's like 7:20ish right now. So I usually have it around 7 or 8 before bed. Okay, so I definitely feel like I'm looking 32. Look, yeah, the prep is fucking prepping. Ugh. Anyways, I shouldn't complain because the face is snatched. But I personally don't, I'm like parallel parking as I'm doing this. I personally don't love prep face. I know some people like prep face, but I like my face with a little bit of fat on it because then I do feel like I look younger. Where with this, I'm like, I look like a lot of my clients this week have been like, oh, you can tell like you're getting lean, like you can see it in your face, because the last time they probably saw me would have been like, usually like I see them every 3 months, so like January, February, so definitely a big difference. Oh, and I can't even talking. I'm like, no, I don't like this. I'm gonna need to wear like my neck is like this from my surgery. I feel like because I had this all cut open, like everything's a little bit tighter, and I'm like, this is like scary looking. Do not like this. I don't remember this being like this before. But yeah, I wanted to like update you about my body, because I don't think I talked about my body fat percentage drop. My body fat has gone from 26 at the end of December to it was 18 today. So I'm like, that's pretty good. I like wanted at least a 10 pound or a 10% drop in body fat, and yeah, it's almost there. So I'm not that body fat even matters, but I'm like, it's nice to know, like, it's, you know, it's not just scale weight, it's like body fat percentage too, because like I said, I'm not like, you don't want to chase a number on the scale. You're not chasing a body fat, you're chasing a look, and everything is changing like day by day. Like, it's crazy at this point in prep how fast things change. Like, I'm almost checking in like every second day, and I can see changes like every second day, which is so cool. This is like what I love about prep. It's just like keeps you motivated and driven and whatnot. So I do find, though, I noticed my weight. Remember I said my weight went down, and now my weight went back. As soon as I started doing more cardio again. It's like inflamed. My weight went back up to like 150 or 149, like between 150 149. So I can tell, I'm like, I bet you I'm holding a little bit of inflammation, because I drop as soon as, like I said, when I was resting and chilling on the weekend, I was dropped. Now I'm back up. So I feel like I just have to stay the course, and part of me is like, oh, should I just pull off cardio? But it's like, no, I can't pull off the gas right now. I have to just keep pushing, keep seeing how my body looks. But it's one of those things, I guess I'll deal with the inflammation, and come obviously peak week, I'm hoping that all that inflammation will be gone. But my back pose is like, finally, like I can see the difference every time like I'm checking in, so I'm really excited about that. And I still have a period, so I'm like really pumped about that for being low body fat. Like, well, some people wouldn't consider 18% low, but for me, I feel like for how lean I am, it's nice. Like, last time I did keep my period up until show day. Like, I had the first, when I did the Alberta Open in 2023, I had my period that day. So I'm hoping I'm not gonna, actually I should look at my calendar right now. I better not freaking get it for show day again, because that sucks so bad. Like, everything about having your period show day sucks. But I'm hoping to be lean enough by then that I won't have it. So that's it. My show's in 6 weeks. Oh no, I should have one more period before then, and then hopefully I should be good for the time remaining. But yeah, I like posted a story today talking about, you know, how the physiques are made, like built over time, and you know, you're not going to be lean like this all the time. Like, you should be pretty much your normal body 75% of the year, and then lean the rest of the year, which for my clients who see me like this, like, yeah, I don't look like this all the time. I don't stay lean year round. I am very much what I normally look like most of the time. So it's just, that's what you have to do in bodybuilding, is I feel like I have to stay a normal body fat percentage, like around 23 to 25 is more ideal for me, not 26, but like staying in that range. And then that's when I built, I feel like, the best muscle was like being in that range, and being in that range for like 16 to 18 months is, I feel like, what got me to build my muscle now. So yeah, it takes time to build your muscle. I even feel like now, I'm like, as I'm getting leaner, I was worried that like the muscle would start to go, but no, it's still hanging around. It's still, my muscle mass percentage hasn't dropped on the scale. So, you know, I'm hoping that the muscle I have now is going to stick around. I'm not, like I said, not burning myself to the ground with cardio. My calories aren't crazy low right now, so I'm hoping it'll stick around, and like this look will just keep getting better and better as I lean out. Like I definitely like don't have like that pro level conditioning yet, that's for damn sure, and it's going to probably take me until like 2 weeks out, maybe even 1 week out to look like that. But I'm like, at least I know I'm holding on to like my muscle tissue, where like I find those girls who like stay fucking lean like from 12 weeks out on, that are like shredded. I'm like, I just don't feel like they have that nice fullness. And I do have a nice pretty bubbly muscle, I know that. Like I have short muscle insertions, so I have like really round bubbly pretty muscle, as Adam from Team Elite Physique would say. So I have that to my advantage, that I have like nice muscle, and I don't have, I call it the striated steroid muscle, where like I find women that do a lot of gear get like a really grainy, hard, stringy looking muscle that's not that pretty round muscle. So I'm like, at least the thing about having like, you know, this muscle that has taken time to build is it looks nicer on stage, and I won't look stringy on stage, which is nice. So yeah, and I'm rambling on again. So anyways, yeah, I just want to fill you in about that and just talk about, yeah, how it just takes time to build muscle, and it takes time in the off season, and it takes being at a normal body fat percentage to build the muscle I have now. Because everyone's like, how did you get so jacked? It's like, I had this muscle under my fat, but I just had like 25% body fat, so you didn't see this muscle. Because everyone's like, oh my god, your arms, your biceps. It's like, yes, I always had that underneath my fat. It's just now that I'm lean, you can see the muscle. And, you know, I guess my legs progressively have built up the last 2 years. But ladies, if you're like wanting to go into wellness or like start into wellness, take your time. Like I said, I'm 33 years old. I didn't start this journey 6 months ago. I have been training for years now, and this is my 6th year competing. So not consecutively, but like I started competing in 2019, and I've been every other year competing since then. So take your time. Don't rush the process. If you're young, take the time, grow, train hard, eat. Don't be shredded year round, because you're never going to put on muscle if you're lean and don't, unless you're doing copious amounts of gear. But then you'll end up like some of these girls, like Tiffany, Sam, whatever her name is, who ends up like too big for the division. And I find that like when it comes to wellness, there's a lot of people that don't fit the criteria, and they're either hammering upper body and like, again, hammering compound lifts with doing gear, and all that combined is just not the look that wellness wants. Like they don't want like blocky, huge balanced upper bodies. It's an asymmetrical division, so they want to have normal sized, little bit bigger than bikini upper body, and then a quite developed lower body. So maybe I'll go into detail about, well, you guys already know about, if you've watched my vlogs, how I train, but like there's a specific proper way to train for wellness, and I find I still see girls don't train properly for wellness. So anyways, rant over.
You know, so we ain't really never had no old money. We got a whole lot of new money though. Hey, raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't try nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Call me a river, give you a tissue. Bad and those bad. Cooking up dope with a my niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and those bad. Cooking up dope with a loser. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. Yeah, that way. Float on the track like a Segway. Yeah, that way. I used to trap by the subway. Yeah.